Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is your boy Pablo in the building. So, I'm only displaying a combo. So, for one, when you're doing when you're playing with Firefist, you gotta know how to set up your big combos and then how to bait out your opponent's backup. Because when you're playing this deck, you gotta realize something. You got one of the most you have one of the most powerful cards, and you have one of the most clash cards that could cost you a game. So let's look at it like this way. What happens if you summon Spirit and your opponent's Veil is it? You cry, don't you? You cry, and you will get Crimson Glitter. That's what happened to the older Firefist when Spirit was at 3. When it was at 3, you will get Crimson Glitter every time, so you cannot bring out Horse Prince. But at the same time, when you're playing with Firefist, you have other ways. You have other ways to bring out Horse Prince. You have other ways. Now, this match right here, I truly, dreadfully hate Harpies. I hate it. I don't know what's worse, them or Heroes. Even though Heroes they hit you all in one swoop, while Harpies they just pick you apart, one by one, because this spill spell. I hate this spill spell. It's so broken. It doesn't make sense. This deck can spell summon so much, and you can pop 3 cards for free. At the same time, if you don't overcommit, then the spill spell doesn't hurt that as much. Now in this type of matchup, when I ever play against Harpies, I would like to play like shut up chainables and not like other traps, because I feel that in this matchup, Phoenix Chain is too slow. Phoenix Evidence is too slow. Mistake it kind of stops time, but then again, they'll just pop it. So it's like, why? So, anywho, so the change that I did to the Firefist is that I finally removed out I finally removed out Magical Planner for sure this time. Along with that, I removed Andy's emptiness from the deck completely. Well, because of the fact that I don't have any for now, because of the fact that it was traded off. So I'm gonna show you guys the deck profile. Alright, so this is the deck profile of the Firefist deck. Now, there will be changes over time, so you could test with this build if you want to. So with this build, you have one Breath of the Firefist Swallow. Swallow is pretty much the boss monster of Firefist. While this card is on the field, this card makes all Beast Warrior monsters, all Beast Warrior monsters, untargetable by your opponent's card effects. And when he is normal summon or special summon, you can set a fire formation trap card a trap card from your deck. Snake, when a formation is sent to the graveyard, except during the damage step, you can set a trap card from your deck. I play Triple Dragon because it's just like Wolfbark. In reality, what suits more in the deck better is Dragon over Wolfbark any day. When I was playing with Firefist without Wolfbark, I've seen that Dragon can perform OTKs. Dragon can cause a lot of crazy shenanigans. Buffalo is pretty much the blaster for Firefist. Blaster, he was okay during the time, but the reason why I put him out from the deck because Burner is gone, and Burner was a key tool for Spirit. And because Burner is gone, and Spirit went to 1, Blaster found no use of the deck at all. I still would not play Blaster because I still play Saito. So 2 Wolfbarks, 3. I could run 3. I'm still debating on it, but at the same time, I'm looking at my actual deck. Should I really be greedy to play triple Wolfbark? That's my question. So I play triple bear still. 1 gorilla, 2 boar, not 2 boar, 2 caribou, 2 boar, 2 rooster, 1 spirit, double raven, 1 hawk, double leopard. Hawk is the one that while there's a fire formation on the field, all 5 of his monsters boost up by their attack and defense by 500. 2 max C's. If you don't know about the secret combo of Firefist, Boar and max C equals horse sprints. When you do an onslaught board and summon max C, you make the horseman's play, and you can use Rooster to add spirit, which is pretty nice. Still triple trans modifier, still triple onslaught. These two cards alone makes this deck very relevant and very powerful still. 1 Soul Charge, 2 Missile Space Typhoon, 2 Forbidden Lance, 2 Circle of the Fire Kings. You guys have seen the last video on how Circle of the Fire Kings causes a huge play of getting Wolfbark and Spirit in hand in one turn with Onslaught and Wolfbark. And you have triple 10-2, double Gaioku, double Yoko now, because Yoko, you know, ever since that combo, Yoko, I found more use of it so that I don't burn out my 10-2 so early. So now my formation count increased by 1. Triple Tanky, 1 Saito still, because, you know, Saito at 2 is kind of ridiculous. You don't really need it, you know. Oh yeah, I can Saito. Oh, I can Saito again. It only takes 1 Saito to end a duel, folks. Bottom of Chapo, triple Tenten, double Finish Chain, triple Tenkin, 1 Song Warning, Crimson Blader, Karen, Black Rose Dragon, double Horse Prince, 1 Bujente Katsusuchi, Ragna 0, 2 Tiger King, 1 Exciton Knight, 2 Cardinal, 1 Dweller for the Shadow matchup, and, you know, if Murmur's still running around, and Burning Abyss too as well. Gallagher Cowboy and Lion Emperor. Now my side deck is a little bit unorthodox, so bear with me now. Rhino, because I hate Fusions. I hate him. I hate him. I hate him. I hate him. Because what happened to me with the past regional, the reason why I did so poorly is because I ran Fusions, and I really do need to fix my side deck upon to fight against them. Mistake was a good card against them, but then again, when you have Fusion players that, you know, that could beat you in time, it really didn't do much. So 2 Skull Meisners, 1 Pitchbat Werewolf, 2 Effect Veilers. I mean, I'm still debating on queuing Effect Veiler in. But then again, you always have those decks like Midoches that could just randomly pop around. But yes, this does hurt Telenites a lot. It really does, because, you know, they're all, oh, I summoned this, okay, Veiler. I summoned this, Max C. But I feel that Flying C does a better job. But then again, that's just me. MST, Gaioku, Dimensional D Fissure, Burning Abyss, Shadows, and Telenites. 2 Full Houses, Telenites, Evil Sworn, still hat decks, because I still hate hats a lot. 2 Vanity's Emptiness. I don't have any at the moment, because, you know, during the hype about, oh, you know, Vanity's Emptiness might be banned, it might be hit, yeah, you know, to be on the safe side, we did trade him away, and I really regret it now. Then again, do I really need Vanity's Emptiness when I could just overpower my opponent at any given time? So those might be, I might debate on getting them again, or I might just switch them out for Flying C. Macro Cosmos. Now this is an all-in card. If I really flip this card up, it's only going to be go with Dragon and Dragon only, because he's the only Firefist monster that could trigger on the field with this, besides Boar. I mean, Boar, if you do trigger it, then you're the best. Well, Dragon, Swallow, and Hawk, if you have those guys on the field, it really makes Shadow players and Burning Abyss players cringe, because it's like, what can I do against that? And also 2 Yang Zings. I didn't forget about that deck. That deck is still all those photos. So Fire Formation Kaio. Kaio is pretty much the piercer for the Firefist, so that, you know, if I'm going against Yang Zings or decks like Chainburn, which I might do decide on Flying C, you could drop Flying C to make Onslaught open. Then you could KO the shit out of your Flying C that's on your opponent's side to kill him. Because I think the highest attack that I had for a Firefist monster was at 68, which is absolutely ridiculous. So upon that, this will be the end of the video. Now, regarding about Sylvans, I am still working on that deck because Soul Charge 1-1, which we really didn't care about because the deck is still combo like crazy, thanks to Yugo for Real Men, because he actually, I would say, when it comes to that type of video, I think Sylvan players need to go look at that video. So I'm going to recommend you guys to look at his video upon Sylvans so that you guys can know the fundamentals of it instead of depending on one spell card that, yes, it did make the deck better. Yes, it did make the deck, do turn one plays really stupid. But then again, you really need to look at your traditional ways of Sylvans so that you could really, monopolize on it. And also too, the thing about Gorobub, yes, it would be good, but the way I would play Gorobub, I would play with the Dragon Rulers though. Because Dragon Rulers with the Sylvans allows you to set up for shenanigans, allows you to mill off cards that you don't want to hit, and it's wrong, so it gives you that option select in that type of aspect. And yes, he's a target for Redox, which is pretty good. And if you do hit him with like Hermitry or all the other Sylvans, you're plussing out of the way. Same thing like hitting a Spore, a Lone Fire, all that stuff. It's like Sylvans, they're really good, but it's gonna take more time to break the deck to a further state. Now for me, I could break it to a further state, but at the same time, can you really trade consistency for power for that deck? Can you really do that? Even though the deck's consistency rate is completely terrible. Judging from someone who makes 60 card decks, I will say Sylvan's consistency is horrible. It is horrible. Even with the draw spell and all that other stuff, it's still horrible because you can't get. Alright, if you condense a deck, you'll get a little bit of power, but then when you increase the deck, you get a lot of power to OTK and do all this other stuff. But in reality, you're going to get brick hands, and your plays are going to be more glass. Because don't forget, you got cards like freaking. Let me show you guys something. Well then, Spelling's OP. Yeah, guys like him who pretty much will mess up your entire stack, just like that. So again, do you really want to play Sylvans when you have this card out running around? If you do decide to play Sylvans, and you're that brave, I would recommend you play a lot of Monster Negation. Because the moment this card touches your field and it says, oh, shuffle back to the deck, and you lose your entire stack, you must be able to punish him right on the spot. Now, Jeff Jones' build with the main deck Veilers on it will be optimal for this type of format. It's just that you gotta adjust your soul charges out and put in more cards that will interact better. Because okay, let's look at it this way. Sylvans can one-shot hit window right off rip. They'll just one-shot hit window. Oh, Lone Fire, Hermitry, punch window, activate Monster Mania, start comboing right there. Now for Construct, you don't really need to be scared about Construct. You have Felgrants, you have back row that can stop them, but then again, do you have back row to stop Shadows? Because Shadows, they eat a part of your back row. They're like Harpies in play. So, anywho, I'm gonna end the video right here because I don't want to ramble too long. and the Yangzing Fire King deck 2 as well will be coming up very soon as well. So this is your boy probably out. I'm sorry that I have not been posting enough videos lately because, you know, I had to get back into the mood for it.